Hello everybody, welcome back to Back Out of the Case. This is Skyflight 44, aka Jak 44. Today I'm going to be playing, Jak II. Now I did say I was going to be playing Daxter before Jak II, but, that didn't plan out the way I wanted it. I played through it, and then I didn't really feel like playing through it again for, recording RAWs or anything, so screw that. We just went straight on to Jak II. Now, my stance on Jak II is simple. Jak III is better. It's a great game, but Jak III is better. It just, gameplay-wise, it's so much less frustrating. Let's just put it that way. Story-wise, better, but gameplay-wise, which is more important, it's just not as good. Both of them are really, really funny. I think Jak II is probably a little bit more funny, just because it has the entire Daxter and crew, cutscenes, which just, they always make me laugh every single time I see them. But, I originally actually went and recorded the first part of this playthrough, and then something went wrong, and now I have to do it again. And then after that, I have to do post-commentary on it. So, this part's post-commentary. But this and part of part 5 screwed up, and it's getting the same treatment. But let's get started. Now, one thing, just the last time I actually played this game, I got the Platinum. Now, Platinum Trophy. I got every single actual precursor orb except for one, which had to have been in the last area, which I thought I got every single one of them. However, 8.5 hours it took me to get up to that. Before I just said, screw it, I started a new game at the very end, and I cheated my way to getting that last precursor orb. Now, because there's only one precursor orb left, and I couldn't find where it was, obviously I got every single challenge done. And god damn, that was so aggravating. I nearly took just as much time getting all the precursor orbs as it took me to beat the game. And that wasn't fun. That wasn't fun at all. Though now I actually have the level select, and there's something that I still haven't actually gotten unlocked, but having unlocked the level select really, really helps, because you basically get to start a new game anywhere in the anywhere in the game. You can start any mission you want and continue on from that mission. That really helps for when the video fucks up.
For every age, there is a time of trial. The rocks faced such a fire before they were the strength beneath our feet. The plants braved vast winds before their roots could give us life. As a sage of considerable years, I have known only one such great ordeal. Yet the hero it created was a champion for all time. Today's the big day, Jak. I hope you are prepared for whatever happens.
I think I figured out most of this machine. It interacts somehow with that large precursor ring. I just hope we didn't break anything moving it here to the lab.
Easy for you to say. We did all the heavy lifting.
Daxter! Don't touch anything! Though the precursors vanished long ago, the artifacts they left behind can still do great harm.
Or great good, if you figure out how to use them.
I've had some experience with such things. I know you can make it work.
Looks like Jak still got the mojo.
Interesting. It appears to be reading out some preset coordinates.
Wow, look at that.
Finally, the last rift gate has been opened.
What are those things?
So this is how it happened.
You cannot hide from me, boy.
Do something, Jak!
What's this do? Or that? How about this one? Anybody press all the buttons? Okay. I swear, that's the last time I ever touch any stupid precursor crap!
There he is. Move in. Step away from the animal.
Ah!
Forget the rat. The Baron wants him. We've been waiting for you.
Don't worry, Jack. I'll save you before you know it.
Dark eco injection cycle complete. Bio readings nominal and unchanged.
Well, nothing. I was informed that this one might be different.
He is surprisingly resistant to your experiments, Baron Praxis. I fear the Dark Warrior program has failed.
You should at least be dead with all the dark eco I've pumped into you.
What now? Metalhead armies are pressing their attacks. Without a new weapon, my men cannot hold them off forever.
I will not be remembered as the man who lost this city to those vile creatures! Move forward with the final plan, and finish off this thing tonight.
As you wish. I'll be back later.
Ding ding, third floor. Body chains, roach food, torture devices. Hey, buddy, you seen any heroes around here? Whoa! What'd they do to you? Jack, it's me, Daxter. That's a fine hello. I've been crawling around in this place, risking my tail, literally, to save you. I've been looking for you for 2 years. Say something, just this once.
I'm gonna kill Praxis!
Shh. Right now, we gotta get you out of here. Just let me figure out how to open the security locks on your chair so I can... Or, you could do it. Jack, easy now. Easy, buddy. It's your old pal Daxter, remember?
Daxter?
What the heck was that? Sheesh! Remind me not to piss you off. Come on, tall, dark, and gruesome. We're out of here. I brought you some new threads. Put them on.
Yeah, this is quite a different game tone-wise. To be honest, this game probably a lot of series try to go darker and edgier sometimes, and this just isn't video games. Animation, live action, shows and all that. Not everybody can do it well. Jak II actually does it fairly well. And it's mainly... I'm going to spoil one little thing. It's something that isn't too hard to figure out. And when we actually do learn, when it is revealed to us, it's only about a third through the game. So it's not too bad, but... we didn't move to a different dimension. We didn't move to a different part of the world. We went through time. With that said, go through the entire game and then rewatch the entire game, and things will probably change. Just like any kind of time travel plot. This one, and again, this one's actually fairly well done. Though the time travel really isn't all that much. It's not a big, really part of the plot, and it's fairly simple. So it doesn't generally go through all of those, bad time travel plot sort of tropes and all that kind of crap. But yeah, Jak II is, for the most part, it plays very, very much like a... Jak definitely plays very much like he did in the original Jak and Daxter game. If you've played the original, then you're going to be immediately going into this game knowing exactly how to move them. The big change for Jak is that, well, he's going to be getting some weapons. He's going to be able to move on that zoomer that we're definitely going to be getting, kind of like the one he had, Kier actually had earlier on in Jak and Daxter. Which, when you actually have knowledge that this is a time travel plot and we've actually gone into the future, it kind of has a lot. You start thinking about shit. The fact that somebody probably took Kira's actual hover, the hover bike, you know, whatever it was called, that zoomer thing. Yeah, someone probably took that, actually understood it. Maybe it was the Blue Sage, and then decided, hey, let's go make a ton of shit with this. But, yeah, this game, I do love it, but the biggest difference between this and Jak and Daxter is the difficulty. There's a huge difference in difficulty. Don't go on this with thinking it's going to be as easy as the first one. Granted, I still think that Jak III did the difficulty better, and I'll explain that after this.
Hello, strangers. My name is Kor. May I help you?
You look like a reasonably smart man. I want information. Where the hell am I?
Sorry. He's new to the whole conversation thing.
Well, my angry young friend, you are a guest of His Majesty Baron Praxis, the ruler of glorious Haven City.
I was just a guest in the good Baron's prison.
Inside a cell or inside the city, walls surround us both. We are all his prisoners. Talk about being in the wrong place at the wrong time. I'd move on if I were you.
By order of His Eminence, the Grand Protector of Haven City, Baron Praxis, everyone in this section is hereby under arrest for suspicion of harboring underground fugitives. Surrender and die!
Excuse me, sir. Don't you mean surrender or die?
Not in this city. Protect us from these guards, and I'll introduce you to someone who can help you.
We do this the easy way!
Well, before I get on about that difficulty thing, I'm just gonna talk a little bit about how the game's presented. Well, how it definitely plays. It's kind of like a GTA game. You know, complete open world sandbox. You have those missions and all that kind of crap.
That was cool. Do it again.
Something's happening to me. Something he did. I can't control it.
Very impressive.
You okay, Jak?
What you just did was very brave. This child is important.
This kid? He looks kind of scruffy.
You are in a restricted zone. Move along!
Thank you for your help, but I must get this boy to safety.
Hey! What about us?
There is an underground group waging war against Baron Praxis. Its leader, the Shadow, could use fighters like you. Go to the slums, find a dead-end alley near the city wall. Ask for Torn. He can help you.
This area is off limits.
The game goes, for the most part, it's, mission structure. Go to this place, learn about what kind of mission you're going to do, and then go and do the mission. There's actually pretty huge. Haven City is huge. And, well, it also has quite a lot of different actual parts of the world that you can go, outside of the city. And, well, Jak III is even bigger, but Jak II's world is enormous, to be honest. And it's kind of like the original game, and just how the actual world is just... It's more technologically impressive than there is anything else. But here's another cutscene.
We're looking for a guy named Torn. Kor sent us. Are you Torn?
Maybe this guy's a new, like you used to be.
New faces make me nervous. Word is you're out to join the fight for the city. You know, picking the wrong side could be unhealthy.
We want to see the Shadow.
Not likely. If you want to join something, why don't you and your pet go join the circus? Unless you've got the fur for a really tough task. Steal the Baron's banner from the top of the ruined tower and bring it back to me. Then, maybe we'll talk.
Okay, that that was torn. Oh, by the way, the woman there was Tess. Yeah, she's a background character. Though she does get a few scenes, a lot more in the third game. She's actually quite an interesting character in the third game, but oh well. I do very much like the story in this game, and the characters, and just the character interactions are great. But Jak III doesn't do it as well, but it's still really good on that one. The story isn't as complex either in 3, but the gameplay is just so much better. And it's... Jak and Daxter was fairly easy just because, for the most part, Jak was just so easy. It was so easy to control Jak, and you really weren't given too much that Jak couldn't handle. I mean, even when you actually Jak could just do, you know, like the double jump kick to get just as far as the actual as the roll jump, which kind of made, you know, a lot of platforming fairly easy. You know, it's the first game wasn't all that difficult. This game, on the other hand, pretty much takes that basic gameplay, adds far harder combat, and, you know, a larger focus on it as well. Enemies in this game, unlike the first one, don't just come running at you a little bit, you know, a little bit at a time. They'll shoot you. They'll get up close to you real quickly, and you're gonna have to use weapons, and they may or may not be as useful as you would like to think. The big problem, though, is the fact that Jak has 8 segments in his health bar. However, he will die for the most part within 4 hits, because most actual attacks will take off 2 hits. It's very, very few attacks actually take off 1 bar. But, oh well. This game's not easy, isn't it?
Guess you guys are in.
By the way, I know that Jak and Daxter had to have at least, it felt a little bit nostalgic doing, you know, that little posting. Of course, they don't really want to do it anymore, and to be honest, with the tone of the game, that would be jarring, but yeah, they had to have been nostalgic for them after 2 years. But Jak III, what Jak III actually does is Jak III takes, yeah, I know that, Daxter. Jak III takes what Jak II does, what Jak II wants you to do, and pretty much does the same thing. It gives you the same actual level of challenge for platforming and for combat. It's just Jak III is far more forgiving. It gives you more health. It gives you the ability to heal yourself outside of just picking up health packs, which is something that, well, this game probably could have used. It would have made the actual game far easier. It's just, this game is unforgiving. There are going to be a lot of missions, even some of the missions in the beginning of the game are difficult. Jak III, on the other hand, gives you the same difficulty, but it's just far more forgiving. And this game can piss me off. This game can frustrate me. I love the story, I love the cutscenes, but the gameplay can frustrate me sometimes. Jak III, not a problem. Except for some late game missions, but then again, that's just late game. But, oh well. See everybody, see you in the next part.